Question number 1. No one would wish to be discriminated against because of their religion, nor dominated by another religion. The term secularism refers to the separation between the power of wa and the power of the state. Perfect. Religion is the correct choice.
Question number 2. According to the Constitution, only a secular state can realize its objectives to ensure that one religious community does dominate another.
Good thinking. False is the right answer.
Question number 3. What message we can get from this image?
Great thinking. Secularism is the right choice. Question number 4. To force someone to do something. In the context of this chapter, it refers to the force used by a legal authority like the state.
Nice work. You chose coercion, and it is correct.
Question number 5. The breaking up and decay of exposed rocks by temperature changes, frost action, plants, animals, and human activity. Called .
Smart move. Weathering is an accurate answer.
Question number 6. The Indian Constitution allows individuals the freedom to live by their religious beliefs and practices as they interpret these.
Strong choice. True is the right answer.
Question number 7. Non-interference means that in order to respect the sentiments of all religions and not interfere with religious practices.
Excellent choice. True is the right answer.
Question number 8. What refers to the state's effort to influence a particular matter in accordance with the principles of the Constitution?
Nice selection. Intervene is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 9. Most children in Guft. Schools have to begin their school day reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. The children are of.
Correct response. USA is the most accurate answer.
Question number 10. In the United States of America, most children in government schools have to begin their school day reciting the.
You got it. Your choice, Pledge of Allegiance, is right.
Question number 11. Government schools promote any one religion, either in their morning prayers or through religious celebrations.
You chose false, and it is correct. Question number 12. In Feb 2004, which country has prohibited the wearing of conspicuous religious or political signs by the.
Solid response. France is a valid choice.
Question number 13. In which amendment does our Constitution state that the state will be strictly separated from religion? Valid point. First Amendment is true.
Question number 14. In which year did France pass the law banning students from wearing any religious or political signs?
Excellent. February 2004 is a brilliant choice.
Question number 15. France passed a law banning students from wearing any conspicuous religious signs or symbols in year.
Well picked. February 2004 is the correct answer. Question number 16. Dash is the practice of forcing another party to act in an involuntary manner by threat or by force. On track. Coercion is the correct answer. Question number 17. Rock are piled up to slow down the flow of water. This prevents gullies and further soil loss. Clear logic. Your choice, contour barriers, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 18. The character and extent of vegetation are mainly determined by which of the climatic factor?
Right again. All of the above is a valid answer.
Question number 19. Dash are areas where grassland and woodlands develop and give shelter to a variety of wildlife.
Great job. undulating and rough terrains is the accurate answer.
Question number 20. Which emperor in medieval history propagated Sully cult?
Well reasoned. Akbar is the correct choice.
Question number 21. History provides many examples of discrimination, exclusion, and persecution on the ground of.
Smart pick. Religion is the correct choice.
Question number 22. Which of the following factors determines color, texture, chemical properties of soil?
Exactly. Parent rock makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 23. For Sikhs, wearing a dash is an important part of religion, so they can avoid helmets?
You're right. Turban is the correct answer.
Question number 24. The most important aspect of secularism is its separation of religion from power.
Right choice. State is the best answer.
Question number 25. The Constitution does not guarantee the protection of minorities by the majority.
Good job. Your answer false works well here.
Question number 26. Which article in Constitution of India provides for right to freedom of religion?
Sharp thinking. Article 25 is the right choice.
Question number 27. The thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth is called.
Well done. Soil is the right choice.
Question number 28. The state does not give exception for some laws for some religious communities.
Correct. False is the right answer.
Question number 29. Is there a rule that private schools cannot give importance to one religion?
Bravo. No is the answer.
Question number 30. Government schools don't celebrate any festivals in the school premises.
Nicely done. Religious is a solid answer.
Question number 31. Sliding of huge debris, rocks, and other material down the slope is known as.
You're right. Landslides is the correct answer.
Question number 32. Irrigation can be used in dry regions where evaporation is very high. Perfect. Drip irrigation is the correct choice.
Question number 33. Which is the most appropriate method to check soil erosion on steep slopes?
Clear logic. Your choice terrace farming is sound and 100% true.
Question number 34. The most important aspect of secularism is its of religion from state.
Nicely done. Separation is a solid answer.
Question number 35. The existence of more than one level of government in a country is called.
Well picked. Federalism is the correct answer.
Question number 36. Which of the following vegetation is grown in the areas of heavy rainfall? 1.
Well reasoned. Forests is the correct choice.
Question number 37. The Indian Constitution does not mandate that the Indian state be secular.
Correct. False is the right answer.
Question number 38. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone called
Great thinking. Biosphere is the right choice.
Question number 39. Groups of plant communities in area having similar climate conditions.
You chose biomes.
And it is correct.
Question number 40. Among the following, which religion is the official religion of India?
Nice selection. None of these is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 41. Which country didn't allow non-Muslims to build their worship places?
Right choice. Saudi Arabia is the best answer. Question number 42. The institution that drafted the Constitution of India was called the... Exactly. Constituent Assembly makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 43. In Indian secularism, the state cannot intervene in religious affairs.
Smart pick. False is the correct choice. Question number 44. The Indian Constitution has borrowed the ideas of preamble from the...
Well done. Constitution of USA is the right choice.
Question number 45. What is a potential harm of not separating religion from the state?
Right again. Tyranny of the majority is a valid answer. Question number 46. The dash is used to denote plants of a particular region or period.
Correct response. Flora is the most accurate answer. Question number 47. All citizens are permitted by dash to practice their own religion. Excellent choice. Indian Constitution is the right answer. Question number 48. Which country prohibited wearing of conspicuous or religious signs? Excellent. France is a brilliant choice. Question number 49. In a secular state, one religious state does not dash the other. Good job. Your answer discriminate works well here. Question number 50. Freedom of religion guaranteed under Indian Constitution is for... Smart move. Citizens and friendly aliens is an accurate answer. Question number 51. Due to what feature is ocean water unfit for human consumption? Nice work. You chose salinity and it is correct.
Question number 52. The Indian state works in a way to prevent religious domination.
Strong choice. True is the right answer.
Question number 53. Which type of vegetation grows in the sandy soil of the desert?
Good thinking. Cactus and thorny bushes is the right answer.
Question number 54. Which of the following is not one of the causes of landslides?
You got it? Your choice wind abrasion is right. Question number 55. How many schedules are contained in the Constitution of India? Solid response. 12 schedules is a valid choice. Question number 56. Which bird is considered a vital cleanser of the environment? Valid point. Vulture is true. Question number 57. Constitution of India was adopted by Constituent Assembly on 26 Nov 1949 is the answer.
Question number 58. What was the names of Muslim-dominant former French colonies? Sharp thinking. All of these is the right choice. Question number 59. Which article is related with abolition of untouchability?
Great job. Article 17 is the accurate answer.
Question number 60. Which of these physical features are best suited for living?
On track, plains and river valleys is the correct answer.
Question number 61. Separation of religion from the state is referred to as dash.
Strong choice. Secularism is the right answer.
Question number 62. Which of the following states has the two-house legislature?
You got it. Your choice, Karnataka, is right.
Question number 63. Are non-Muslims allowed to make the temple in Saudi Arabia?
On track. No is the correct answer.
Question number 64. Secularism refers to the separation of dash from the state.
Perfect. Religion is the correct choice. Question number 65. Which country does not allow to build their worship places? Nice selection. Saudi Arabia is the correct and valid answer. Question number 66. Indian state is not ruled by any particular religious group.
Valid point. True is true.
Question number 67. Which country does not allow non-Muslims to build temples?
Bravo! Saudi Arabia is the answer.
Question number 68. Which of the following is not a factor of soil formation?
Right choice. Soil texture is the best answer.
Question number 69. Who is the current Chief Justice of Indian Supreme Court?
Smart move. Imbobbed is an accurate answer.
Question number 70. The government schools cannot promote only one religion.
Correct? True is the right answer.
Question number 71. In which year France passed a banning law for students? Well reasoned. 2004 is the correct choice. Question number 72. The country Hindustan has main religion as what?
Correct response. None of the above is the most accurate answer.
Question number 73. Pledge of Allegiance takes place in the schools of the...
Right again. USA is a valid answer.
Question number 74. When did France pass a law against religious wearings? Good thinking. 2004 is the right answer. Question number 75. The government of India does not support any one dash.
You're right. Religion is the correct answer.
Question number 76. What was reason behind abolition of untouchability?
Great thinking. To end discrimination is the right choice.
Question number 77. Which article is related to equality before law?
Good job. Your answer, Article 14, works well here.
Question number 78. Is Indian secularism different from a secularism? Excellent choice. True is the right answer. Question number 79. The extreme type of religious violence is known as... Well picked. Persecution is the correct answer. Question number 80. The dash the mandates that the Indian state be secular.
Nicely done. Indian Constitution is a solid answer.
Question number 81. Indian Constitution mandates that Indian state is... Well done. All of these is the right choice. Question number 82. What was the names of two non-secular countries?
Solid response. Both is a valid choice.
Question number 83. Tropical evergreen forest is also known as dash. Clear logic. Your choice equatorial forest is sound and 100% true. Question number 84. What could the tyranny of majority result in? Nice work. You chose both and it is correct. Question number 85. There is only one tier of government in India.
Sharp thinking. False is the right choice.
Question number 86. Has untouchability been abolished from India?
You chose true, and it is correct.
Question number 87. Separation of religion from the state called?
Smart pick. Secularism is the correct choice.
Question number 88.
What are low-lying areas very susceptible to?
Exactly. Flooding makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 89. What does Indian constitution ban completely?
Great job. Untouchability is the accurate answer.
Question number 90. Forest help in maintaining dash on the earth.
Excellent. Water cycle is a brilliant choice.
Question number 91. Who is the present Prime Minister of India?
Clear logic. Your choice, Narendra Modi, is sound and 100% true.
Question number 92. Water is a vital and dash natural resource.
Excellent. Renewable is a brilliant choice.
Question number 93. What can we not do in government schools? Strong choice. Celebrate any religious festival is the right answer.
Question number 94. Choose the incorrect fundamental rights.
Well-reasoned. Right to talk is the correct choice. Question number 95. Thorny shrubs and scrubs grow in area of.
Good job. Your answer low rainfall works well here.
Question number 96. Indian Constitution guarantees -2.
Smart pick. Both is the correct choice.
Question number 97. Private land properties are owned by.
Nicely done. Individuals is a solid answer.
Question number 98. Which one was not a secular country?
Sharp thinking. Israel is the right choice. Question number 99. Cutting down of forest is known as. Well picked. Deforestation is the correct answer. Question number 100. India mandates that its states are. Right again. All of the above is a valid answer.
Question number 101. Saudi Arabia is a secular country.
Right choice. False is the best answer.
Question number 102. Forest help in the prevention of.
Valid point. Global warming is true.
Question number 103. Israel is a dash majority state.
Correct. Jewish is the right answer.
Question number 104. What is the name of this chapter?
Well done. Understanding Secularism is the right choice.
Question number 105. What is the meaning of intervene?
Solid response. To interfere with something is a valid choice.
Question number 106. Community land is also known as.
Smart move. Common property resources is an accurate answer.
Question number 107. A secular country must respect.
Nice selection. All religion is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 108. Soil erosion can be reduced by.
Correct response. Crop management is the most accurate answer.
Question number 109. Rajya Sabha has 266 members.
Exactly. False makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 110. Indian Constitution contains.
Nice work. You chose fundamental rights, and it is correct.
Question number 111. Is India a secular country?
Bravo. Yes is the answer.
Question number 112. Select the French colonies.
On track. Algeria is the correct answer.
Question number 113. Are unity lines in our.
You chose diversity, and it is correct.
Question number 114. Akbar's tomb is at.
Excellent choice.
Sikandra is the right answer.
Question number 115. Democracy means.
Great thinking. Rule of people is the right choice.
Question number 116. India is a dash.
Good thinking. Secular country is the right answer.
Question number 117. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Perfect. Contact Narayan Chengder on Facebook is the correct choice.